Honk your horns and workers' rights. Yeah. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns and workers' rights. Risky students, join the strike. Risky students, join the strike. Risky students, join the strike. Cross the street and join the strike. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns. Risky students, join the strike. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers. We strike for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. Honk your horns for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights. For workers' rights. We strike for workers' rights.
All right, so we're going to ask you to speak with your outside voice, okay?
Yeah.
Come a little bit closer, all right? And feel free to yell.
Yeah.
So you're a student here at the Rhode Island School of Design.
Yes.
What's your name?
Lydia Van Heisek.
And you're an illustration major?
Yes.
Fourth year?
Yes, I'm a senior.
Excellent, excellent. Amazing school. I have family that have attended here.
I really love RISD, and I think that it's a wonderful place for creatives and for students. I just think it's a real shame that the workers who make it possible to study here aren't compensated fairly.
Well, I want to talk about that because I'm familiar with the RISD culture. Immediate family members have attended here, and there's this, unlike any other place I've seen, any other university, there's this incredible bond between the people who work here, whether it be res life, food service, the people who keep the place clean, the people who wake you up when you've been in studio all night. Those people. Talk to me about that. I haven't seen that before.
So I can't speak to how it is in other institutions, but here at RISD, myself and a lot of the other students that I know, first off, we have like friends who have worked like at RISD. I know I've had friends who work in food, like in the dining halls, and like all of the employees here have always like made my experience here so much better. Whether it's the cleaning staff that picks up in the workrooms when like we can't, or it's the dining staff that like makes it a little fun, cheers you up after a long day of studio, or the RISD rides drivers especially have been such a lifesaver for me so many times. And I think that each and every single person who works hard to make the school possible and to make it such a good experience like studying here deserves to be compensated fairly. I know that there's been some issues in the past with how RISD has like compensated its staff, including full-time faculty. So I just think it's a real shame that, while the administration is claiming that they like support the community here and they want things to be better, they're not really putting their money where their mouth is in that regard.
So, how many students are coming out here in support?
I don't know, but I made sure to be here every day of the strike.
Right. Any idea how long you think this is going to go on?
Well, hopefully not long at all, because I think that RISD admin has the same goals as we do to make the school better, and I think that eventually they will come to see that the best way to do that is to make sure that the workers that they depend on are compensated fairly.
Now, you either personally or through your friends have seen what have happened in the 4 years you've been here to things like rent and food prices and everything. So you've got a feel for this neighborhood. You know what the cost of living has done to people throughout Providence. Is it possible for people to live in this area as you do on minimum wage?
So I can't fully speak to that because I'm very fortunate to have like support, and I live in a RISD dorm. But some of my friends decided to move off campus this year, and it was such a nightmare for them to like find a place that was in a safe area and that was affordable and that wasn't like completely run down. I know that it's very difficult for students who have financial difficulties to stay afloat at the school because it's very difficult for them to access even like the resources that RISD has to offer. It's like all a long process, and I don't think that it would be possible. Like I spent $90 on groceries the other day, and I bought like 4 things. That's not livable. Right.
No, understood. Last question: how many hours a day? I'm on kind of a mission because I've seen how hard RISD kids work, and I'm just going to put that out. There's a tendency to think that artists kind of just maybe party a little bit, or whatever. I'm sure you have fun, but how many hours a day do you spend doing class and making art?
Doing class for making art, I would say anywhere from about 5 to like 10 hours a day. And I work technically 3 jobs here. So that takes about 15 hours a week also.
So you're pretty much, if you're awake, you're working.
I'm sorry?
If you're awake, you're working.
More or less, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Are you from Rhode Island or what part of
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, okay.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, congratulations on getting a RISD education. It's a phenomenal place.
I love, and I want to be so clear, I love RISD a lot. I dream of being a professor here myself one day. I think that this community is good, but it could stand to be a lot better if all members of it were compensated fairly and could really feel like they were valued.
Well said. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
right here. You're John, right?
I'm John, yep.
And you, sir?
Antonio.
Antonio.
Tony.
Tony. John and Tony. We're live right now, so. John, why don't you step up first? Right here. Here. Perfect. Outside voice. Over. You got to talk over this.
I'll try.
John, you're an employee here at the Rhode Island School of Design?
I am.
What type of work do you do?
I'm a building caretaker.
You're a what?
Building caretaker.
Building caretaker. All right. First of all, congratulations on working at a wonderful organization. I have family members that have attended here, and I'm just going to say I have a lot of friends in college, kids in college. I don't know if I've ever seen a closer relationship between folks who work here at RISD and the kids who attend here. You know, it's very much, there's a lot of love and a lot of support because of how close everyone is and how hard everyone, the students as well as you, work. What is, so just come up a little closer, a little louder. What is your primary issue right now? Is it money? Is it benefits? Everything? What's going on?
It's the money. It's just that we are so far behind where we should be, and it's basically just about the wages.
Right. What have, you know, and this is kind of an obvious question, but you saying it gives heart to it. The cost of living in Rhode Island has exploded in the last 4 or 5 years, particularly in the last 2, post-corona. What has that done to your family, your working family here?
We're losing every day. And unfortunately, the school is not helping us in that way.
You know, there's an obvious disconnect when you're looking at a near $70,000 per year cost of attendance here. So in one sense, the kids who go here and their parents are paying out the nose. How about that? How frustrated is everyone when seeing all that money coming in, and yet you folks are literally the duct tape that holds the school together? Has the faculty, well, first of all, has the faculty been supportive of you as well?
Oh, yes, the faculty. Everyone but the people in this building, I guess.
Right. How about the administration, from your perspective? Is this forcing them to the table, in your opinion?
Well, I certainly hope so. I mean, I don't know what it will take, but we're willing, have been all along.
And I'm going to ask you, sir, come on in. You're with the 251.
Yes, I am.
Local Teamsters organization. You represent the brothers and sisters who work here. Was the administration caught by surprise by what I'll politely call the ferocity of the strike?
I don't think so. We gave them enough notice. We had taken a strike code back in November.
Okay.
So they knew, you know, the group was ready back then. We kept negotiating in good faith. And it took all the way until February when they put their last and best and final that we came to this decision that we were gonna come out here.
And your name, sir, you're the union leader for this particular
unit.
Right. And your name, sir?
Tony Swanson.
So you're also leading the negotiations?
No, I'm not leading negotiations.
Okay.
Well, I am the business agent.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Have other organizations in the school been honoring the picket line?
Those who can. Those who can.
How much of RISD is unionized? What portion?
Good portion. Good portion.
Teachers, though, are still independent.
Huh?
Teachers are independent of the union process, or are they?
I wouldn't say that they're independent. It's just based on what's in their individual contracts.
Right. Has the university attempted to bring in any other services to make up for the strike yet? Have they brought scabs in?
Yes, they have. Not a lot, but yes, they have.
That word is a very powerful word in the union lexicon, isn't it? Scab means a lot, doesn't it? What is the union and what have workers here reaction been to those scabs?
Well, they hired some people after the strike started. They had some, what we would call in the industry, subcontractor work prior to. those have remained, still working, and they've added some after the fact.
When's the next time, generally speaking, the union plans on sitting down with the administration?
Whenever they are ready to.
And it's a relatively new university president too, isn't it?
Yes.
Has that, if you will, impacted the negotiations, do you think?
I don't know how much of an impact that has had. All I know is the former president did attend one of the sessions, but the new president has not attended.
Wow. Okay, well, appreciate your time. Best of luck with this. I think this is going to have a couple of impacts. First of all, people are going to awaken to the impact of the expense of Providence on university workers across the city. A significant part of our Providence brothers and sisters work at any one of these universities. And universities continue to be the ATM for the city of Providence. They bring a lot of money.
I'm trying to say that.
Yeah, a lot of money. It's wonderful that the students here are so involved, so engaged.
Yes, they are.
At the same time, they represent a real economic force in this city.
Yes, they do.
So I think it's fair enough to say it's time for the city to wake up. Thank you very much, sir.